How fun can it be to dig a hole? Pretty damn fun if you ask me. Let me tell you something, this game, Hole Digging Master, is really addictive. Sometimes it's hard to put down a game, like this one for example. I have a hard time quitting, for better or worse. The idea is basically very simple. Dig and dig deep, and discover what's hidden in the ground. That's basically all you do. But let's analyze the game a little closer, or deeper, so we can find out what this is really about. Feel free to subscribe to my channel and give the video a thumbs up. Let's go. At the beginning of the game, you're standing in your own garden. It may seem like a typical simulator where you explore your surroundings and so on. But the fact is that up on the surface, there's not really much to do. All the action takes place underground. That is where the bulk of everything happens. But if we visit the garage, you have access to a computer where you can sell metals. You can save your game there and upgrade your tools and view all the artifacts you have found. That is basically all you can do up here. One of the aims of the game is to upgrade the tools you use. This is done by digging for metals that you then sell. The most commonly used tools is of course your drill. However, you start with a shovel that you upgrade when you have enough money. There are a couple of different parameters to consider. The radius of the tool, its speed and how much energy you have available. I myself chose to pay for more energy as I noticed that it ran out quite quickly, and every time it ran out I was forced to stop digging and had to go to the surface and recharge. Simply put, the more energy you have, the more you can dig. I also found that it was worth spending money on a bigger backpack. There are lots of metals and other valuables hidden in the ground, so you find more than you can carry. With a bigger backpack you don't have to constantly go up to sell, you can stay in the ground longer and continue exploring. So above all I prioritized upgrading my digging tools and backpack. But I want to add that the upgrades are relatively expensive and you may have to spend a long time to get enough money. It's a pretty grind-heavy game actually. But in the end, it's all about the approach. You can take the long way and explore every corner. It may take several hours or days, but you will most likely find more or all artifacts. The other way is to simply dig a narrow vertical tunnel. You will then reach the bottom much faster and is actually the easiest way to find the most precious metals. But I found that if I did that, I missed a lot of artifacts along the way. So there are a few different options in which way you choose to approach digging, either the long way or the short way. If we take a look at the menus, there is not much to work with. You can adjust the sound, choose how sensitive the control should be and whether you want to invert the camera. There is also a map of the control layout. That is basically everything. It may seem a little in context, but the fact is that it is quite sufficient in this game. Perhaps you could wish to be able to customize the control, but I have to say that all the functions are placed in a logical way. Basically, the control works very well. Okay, so how do we sum this up? First of all, this is an indie game with clear limitations. There's basically nothing else to do but dig and look for treasure. That's what you do and that's what you can expect, but I'd say it's actually pretty entertaining, and a lot of the game's value lies in collecting metals and upgrading your equipment. You start with a shovel and end up with stuff that gets the job done quickly. So there's a sense of progression in the game, and the price is in line with what the game is worth, about $7. I'd also like to mention that I've played the game on both Nintendo Switch 1 and 2, and it runs well on both consoles, both handheld and docked. It's overall very stable, with a good frame rate and few glitches and bugs. So if you want a smaller game where all you do is dig for treasure, then Hole Digging Master could be an option. Feel free to subscribe to my channel and give the video a thumbs up. Have a great day. See ya!